can't change the title law. Gage is not here. He's fired once again. Yeah. Everyone go tell Gage he's fired from the stream. Just kidding. Don't do that. Anyway. EAC Championship game. Big implications on top 4 in the playoffs potentially. With the win of Oregon last night. It's a huge win, and Penn State's taking the opening kickoff back. They're striking first. Touchdown, Penn State opening kickoff, 104 yards. What a start for Penn State. 10 seconds in, and they already scored. And it's Kentucky's turn to try to run a kickoff back. We'll see if they can. Barney kicks it away, and it will be returnable by Brown. About 8 yards deep in the end zone. Brown running left and just runs out of bounds. Anyway, Mason will get the ball with Kentucky at the 25-yard line. Both teams checking in at 9-1. Earlier season matchup, Kentucky won by 20 over Penn State. The score was a lot larger than the game was a lot closer than the score said. Watt had multiple opportunities to tie the game and threw 3 pick sixes every single time. And just got a hand late. Levis back to pass. First pass of the game. Going to take off and scramble up the middle. Up to the 40 and slides down to the 41.
He made a real nice play on that one. I'll tell you what, in today's game, you have to have the ability to run the football. Give the quarterback a lot of credit. He made a great play and really...
Mason looking to go back-to-back in conference championships. Watt looking to win his first one. Both teams appeared last year. Watt appeared in this conference championship game. Appeared in the Rust Belt. Kentucky is the defending EAC champion, looking to defend that title. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. 3 receivers right side. Rodriguez split off to Levis's left. Key in motion from right to left. Levis snaps it. Looking at Penn, finds in the middle. It's almost intercepted by number 51, the defensive lineman, but it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 for Kentucky. It's been a minute since I've called a game. It's been a minute since we've streamed games, except for yesterday. Probably because Gage and I were both gone last week. Anyway, Levis on 2nd and 10 from the 41-yard line. Play clock running down. Levis back to pass. Once again, going to take off and get sacked. 3rd and 16 now, upcoming for Penn or Kentucky.
How he responds from this hit, whether or not he comes after his offensive lineman and challenges him to start playing a little bit better. Passing situation here, a 3rd and long, ball on 34.
3rd and 16 for Kentucky on a, it'll be a huge down right here. Play action pass Levis. Back to pass. Fires down the field. It's got Brown behind the defense. No, excuse me, it's crowded. He catches it at the 10 and is tackled at the 7. What a play. 58 yards. 1st and goal for Kentucky. First and goal at the 8 or 7-yard line. Excuse me, Levis back. No, it's a draw play to Rodriguez, who gets tackled up at the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal for Kentucky. And they go to their traditional hurry-up offense. 2nd and goal from the 4. Kentucky switches their play with 3 receivers right side now. Crowder's now split off to the left. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Rodriguez, who will run to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky, and they tie it at 7.
The extra point to tie this game up. And he hits the PAT. A 6-play, 76-yard drive, and that's good for a touchdown. Brad, I thought the offense did a really nice job of mixing up the play calling on that drive. I thought the defense just on its heels.
Ruffalo kicks it away, and Penn State will look to return another kickoff, as they did on the opening drive. Wallace brings it out. Looking to go left. Gets outside again. He might be gone. He's at the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, and is pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Almost housed another one. Watt ran the opening kickoff back, and Mason just scored. First and 10 at Kentucky's 40-yard line for Penn State. Great field position to begin their first drive of the game. Clifford's back to pass. Fired down the field. He's got a man behind the defense. It's Walls. Touchdown, Penn State. 41 yards. And just like that, Penn State strikes back. Yes, Lair. I hope it's nothing bad, man. I kind of reread that. Penn State has had one offensive play and has 14 points with 3:50 to go in the first quarter. Brown bringing out of the end zone for Kentucky, looking for blockers. He gets up to the 20-yard line. Kentucky will have to go 80 yards to tie this game.
We're getting a chance to see so many touchdowns. I just wonder if this offense can continue to flow as we've seen from the previous 3 series.
First and 10 for Kentucky at the 20-yard line.
Well, I think this defense has got to do something because right now the quarterback is in such a good rhythm that you've got to do something to try to get him out of it. I would suggest trying to bring more pressure. Try to come up with an exotic blitz.
Key in motion from right to left. Levis back to pass. Fires an out route to Brown, who catches it and goes out of bounds at the 42-yard line. First and 10 for Penn State. Oh, pink eye. Oh, God. Yeah, I bet that sucks. First and 10 for Kentucky at the 42. Handoff to Rodriguez up the middle. Rodriguez gets some blocks. He spins his way to the 50-yard line. Second and 2 for Kentucky. Now remember, these rankings you see on the screen were from week 4. They are not reflective of the current rankings, which only 2 of us know, that being Howell and I. But that's okay. The next rankings you'll see will be on Sunday. Levis back to pass. Fires over the middle to Brown, who catches it at the 35 and is tackled at the 30. And down for Rodriguez right side, and it goes nowhere. Loses a yard. Second and 11 for Kentucky now.
From the 31-yard line. Second down.
Second and 11 at the 31. Levis back to pass. Fires to the middle to Lewis. 8 yards on the play. 3rd and 3 for Kentucky. Levis hits a handoff on a draw play. Rodriguez gets tackled for a first down. He got there. First and 10 for Kentucky. I don't think that even works, Gage. Rodriguez stumbles his way for a 8-yard carry. Let me try it. Title EAC Championship. Penn State v. Kentucky. Oh God, fuck. As Kentucky runs into the end zone as I spell EAC incorrectly.
Here comes the kicker to try to tie this game up.
And Kentucky gets blocked, but Ruffalo picks it up and runs to the end zone for 2. It's a 2-point conversion, and Mason takes the lead for 15-14.
Kentucky ready to kick this one off. He sends this one deep.
Wallace brings it out of the end zone. Wallace gets outside, and he might be gone again. He's at the 40, 45-50, 45-40. Spurs his way up to the 35-30, 25-20, 15-10. The second kickoff return for Penn State. And it's Penn State has still run one offensive play this entire first quarter, 2 kickoff returns, and a 1-play touchdown. And Penn State gets the lead right back.
The speed that he has, you've got somebody who can make these kinds of breathtaking plays. And he converts the
Gage just needs to give me the password and the email to the Twitch. So when he's not here, I can stream on that way. Anyway, Penn State takes a 6-point lead, and we still have a minute left to go in the first quarter.
And he's going to call for a fair catch. Boy, this is a competitive game. It's fun to watch these two teams go back and forth. Just when you think one team has the edge, the other gets right back into it. It's exciting.
A touchdown was the end result of their last drive as this offense moved the ball very well with their passing game.
1st and 10 for Kentucky, now down 6 once again. Their offense has been out basically the whole first quarter. Levis back to pass. Looking down the field, nothing coming open. Nothing's coming up. He finally finds someone, fires over the middle of the field. It's caught by Brown. He's tackled up at Penn State's 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for Kentucky. Rodriguez gets the handoff. He gets to the 30 and is tackled at the 27. 1st and 10 Kentucky. Levis is tackled in the backfield for a 3-yard loss. The 2nd and 13 for Kentucky. Second and 13 at the 30-yard line. 3 receivers left side. Brown in motion now. Levis snaps it. He fires over the middle to Brown, who catches it for a 1st down at the 15. Kentucky moves the chains once again. Kentucky going with a little Hawkeyes offense with all the out routes and slants over the middle. It is the 1st and 10 for Kentucky. The draw play, the 3rd draw play of the game, only gets a yard. 2nd and 9 for Kentucky. Yeah, it basically keeps kicking off. Yes, he will indeed lose. Hey, Wad's gotten past midfield 3 times. He almost housed all 3. But he's housed 2 of them. 2nd and 9 for Kentucky at the 14-yard line. Levis back to pass, fires in the end zone. Crowd is touchdown, Kentucky. And they will retake the lead 22. Well, I say that. 21-21. Wad did just block the extra point. We'll see if he can do it again. It's a fake, and he throws dropped, and we're tied at 21 after a fake field goal. Will Mason kick off to Wad? Is the real question.
It might be smart for these guys to kick away from that dangerous return man.
Ruffalo kicks it away, and Mason kicks to McGinn. Wallace with the return. He gets... Oh, he doesn't. He almost got outside again. But Penn State will have their first true drive of the game. So you can see 1 play on offense for Penn State, but that's 21 points.
And so far, it's been totally even. In close games like this, every possession is likely to matter.
1st and 10 for Penn State at the 19-yard line. He's run 2 back. Clifford rolling out right side, going to look down the field and will lose 3 yards. He ran the opening kickoff back, and then the one you saw. Yeah, after the block 2-point, Wad returned the kickoff right after it. 2nd and 13 for Penn State. Clifford back to pass. Looking, nothing's coming open. Finally, the bounce route with the running back comes open to the screen. He's at the 50 and is up to the 47-yard line. And that is in the end of the first quarter. 21-all for the EAC championship.
And we welcome you back to the action here, and we have got a tight one going on in quarter number 2.
Clifford with a handoff to Singleton, who loses 5. 2nd and 15 for Penn State. Yeah. If I was Mason, I wouldn't kick to him anymore. But, you know, because he hasn't learned yet. 2nd and 15 for Penn State. Tinsley in motion. Now he snaps it. Clifford back to pass. Looking down the field. Is going to throw it away. Almost gets sacked. It's 3rd and 15 now for Penn State.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
They're down, and they need to get it down to the 39.
3rd and 15 for Penn State. Clifford back to pass, rolling out left side. Fires out the middle to Tinsley, who catches it. He's at 30, spins up to the 31. It is 1st and 10 for Penn State to extend the drive. Still has not been a defensive stop in this game. So very interesting. Even the special teams couldn't get a stop after a blocked kick. Singleton loses 2 on the handoff. 2nd and 12. Penn State.
It's 2nd and 12. All on the 33.
Clifford with the read option keeper and only gets about 4. 3rd and 8 for Penn State. Third and 8. Clifford back to pass. Rolling out right side. That was a mistake. And now they're out of field goal range. 4th and 22 for Penn State. And I think they're going to punt this ball away.
Pick that quarterback up and start doing a better job of taking care of it.
Penn State's going to take their first time out of the hat.
I think he is punting it away. Thought about getting a field goal, but I think it's just a tad bit too long.
Just waiting for the snap.
Mind games being played between the two opponents. And he's going to back it up just a little bit. Take a delay game. Get some more yards.
You got to be careful to avoid these. Penalties are a great way to stall out a drive.
Here's a 4th down and long situation following the penalty.
The punt will be inside the 10-yard line. I think around the 6. That's where Kentucky will get the ball back. Looking to take their, well, not their first lead. They were up by 1, 15-14. But take a real lead with a touchdown here. Ball at the 10. I guess it went out at the 10, not the 6. It's going to be a play action pass. Levis going to roll out right side, looking down the field. I think she's going to take off instead. He gets around 7. 2nd and 3 for Kentucky.
That scramble gets them 7 yards. They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down.
Five wide formation for Kentucky. Levis back to pass. Going to look. And he will break a tackle. And he finally gets sacked. Gets a couple of yards back that he would have lost. But loses 8 overall. It's 3rd and 11 now for Kentucky.
Here's 3rd and 11. Ball on the 9.
Huge play here for Penn State defense. Try to get the ball back. 3rd and 11 for Kentucky at the 9-yard line. Brown, or Levis, excuse me, gets Crowdis as the referee falls down, but he gets enough for the first down at the 26-yard line. Kentucky extends the drive. He just fell. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Play action pass to Levis. Looking down the field, is going to take off. No, he's going to look for the bounce route. It's Brown who catches at the 40-yard line. That's where he's tackled. Levis barely got that off, but it isn't that at first down at the 42. Draw play to Rodriguez, who gets him about 7 yards. Second and 3 for Kentucky.
Picked up 7 on the draw. Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down.
Another draw play to Rodriguez gets enough for the first down.
2-yard line.
Another 3 straight runs by Kentucky. It's not something you see, but gets 4 on the play. 2nd and 6. I think they're playing for the last possession, as they do. Get the ball to start the second half.
It's second down.
A 2-score lead might be enough to win this game. Levis back to pass. Fires into the end zone. That would have been a swerve catch if he would have gotten back and caught that ball. But it falls incomplete. 3rd and 6
Number 9 of this current drive.
for Kentucky. Handoff, Rodriguez up the middle. Rodriguez bounces off his own lineman and only gets enough.
They're going to come up short here on this third down.
Well, I guess that's true.
Did a great job of getting some
4th and 4 for Kentucky. And we'll see what he cannot fake this year. A fake will result in a Penn State first down.
Kentucky could take the lead.
Get the field goals up, and it is good. Kentucky takes a 3-point lead with a minute left to go. What's up, MK? Real question. Will Mason kick? He's kicking it to him again. Could be a mistake.
He got all of this one. Great kick.
Porter will return it for Penn State. He's already returned 2. He gets outside again. He's looking for number 3. He's at the 40. Oh, he gets spun down at the 45-yard line. A great field position for Penn State to potentially tie or retake the lead here going into halftime.
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions.
Clifford back to pass. Fires to Wallace on an angle route. He gets 7 yards, or Texas yards, 7 yards on the play. 2nd and 3 for Penn State. Oh, yeah. You need to at least tie it here. Clock hits under a minute. Clifford back to pass once again. Fires to Lambert on a seam route, who gets up to the 33. Timeout, Kentucky.
Kentucky is going to use their first time out of the half here. From the 33-yard line, it's first down.
Clifford back to pass again. It's a screenplay to Singleton. Looking for blocker. Spins away up to the 27.
That screen gets around
2nd and 4 for Penn State. They are in field goal range right now. Worst case, you take it. You go in the locker rooms tied. It's going to be a counter to Singleton. Penn State doesn't want a field goal. They want a touchdown. They're up to the 17. 1st and 10 Penn State. At the same time, they want to score. But you do not want to give the ball back to Kentucky. Clifford on a play-action pass, rolling out right side. Going to try to fire. It is intercepted by Kentucky. Not a very good pass. And Penn State turns it over in the red zone.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 7-yard line.
Kentucky has a chance to take a 10-point lead into halftime here, or potentially a 6, depending how far they get down the field. 21 seconds, 2 timeouts, plenty of time for this Kentucky offense. Play-action pass, Levis in the end zone, fires, and it's caught by Key at the 20. He breaks tackle up to the 27. 14 seconds left to go. That took off 7 seconds. More plays like that, unless they get bigger yard or more yards, Kentucky's not going to get in range for points. Levis back to pass.
Here comes the pressure.
Going to roll out and throw it away. 8 seconds left to go.
From their own 26-yard line, it's second down.
Levis back to pass. What might be the final play. He's going to launch it down the field to Brown, who catches it and is going to dive down, and we'll get a field goal out of this, 50 yards.
Their second timeout.
And 1 second left to go.
Their second time out of the half. big gain resulting from the pass play leaves us with a 1st and 10.
Field goal is up and good. Kentucky takes a 6-point lead in the halftime and does get the ball to start the second half.
27-21. All right, Reese and David, thanks, guys. Second half action just about ready to start here. He sends this one deep. This receiver's been having himself a great game.
Well, not only is he having a great game, but he also just seems to be having fun out there. I think the entire offense, for that matter, the entire team, seems to be responding to his infectious attitude.
Second half we go. Kentucky gets about the 25-yard line. Up 6. It'd be a handoff to Rodriguez, who gets 7 or 8 yards. 2nd and 2 for Kentucky. Yeah, he did.
With a 6-point lead.
Gotta get a stop somehow, though. He got a couple in the previous meeting. Levis back to pass. Looking down the field, he's going to roll out right side. He's going to make Kentucky choose, and he got the first down on the scramble. 1st and 10 for Kentucky.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 for Kentucky. Handoff. Rodriguez breaks his tackle, but only gets 2. 2nd and 8 for Kentucky. 2nd and 8, ball at the 39-yard line. Another handoff. Rodriguez up the middle, breaks 1 and gets 5 yards. 3rd and 3 now for Kentucky. Another run play and a 1st down for Kentucky.
Nice run up the middle. So he got enough for the 1st down there.
Yep, nice call to run the ball there on 3rd down. I like it.
First and 10 for Kentucky at the 49-yard line. Key in motion. 2 receivers, the right, left side, Levis back to pass. Going to fire on the halfback route, and it's dropped. An interception's dropped by Johnny Dixon. Would have been a huge interception, but Kentucky keeps the ball. That might be one of those plays where you look back and that cost Penn State the game. 2nd and 10. Kentucky at the 49. 2 receivers each side. Now Robinson's in motion from left to right. Now it's 3 receivers right side. It's going to be a handoff. Rodriguez, he only gets 3. 3rd and 7 for Kentucky. Kentucky cannot go for it unless they get 2 yards here, I believe. Maybe 3. Levis back to pass. Going to fire a Texas route. Who gets enough for a 1st down. Doesn't have to worry about it. 1st and 10 for Kentucky.
Completion gives him over 300 yards through the air.
Now, this quarterback has had a solid game. He's done what's been asked of him and then some.
This young man has really had a superb game today.
Levis back to pass. Fires an out route. It is caught by... Oh, no, it's knocked away by Brown. Or, excuse me, the defender. What a defensive play. 2nd and 10 for Kentucky.
He took a licking right there.
From the 37-yard line. 2nd down.
Handoff. Rodriguez gets 9. 3rd and 1 for Kentucky.
It's the 11th play of the drive.
Handoff Rodriguez. He gets enough for a 1st down. Kentucky extends the drive.
From the 25-yard line. 1st down.
Under 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Levis back to pass, fires to Key, gets enough for a 1st down, and a little bit more up to the 11. 1st and 10 Kentucky. Great option. Levis keeps it. Tries to get outside. Makes the man dive. He's at the 2 and dives in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. They take a 2-score lead here. And they probably will go for 2 to make it a 14-point game.
They'll go for 2 in this situation.
Handoff. McLean breaks a tackle, fights his way in the end zone. The 2-point is good, and Kentucky is at 14. Is that a squib kick? Did he squib that? I was looking at something on Discord. But Kentucky's got the ball near the 50-yard line. It had to be. Penn State's got great field position. They look to cut this back into this lead. 5 wide for Penn State. Clifford back to pass. Fires quickly to Strange. Up to the 34.
He showed some excellent moves out there. More than you usually expect from a tight end. That was a big gain, and this offense keeps humming along.
Clifford rolling out left side. Going to fire in the end zone. It's caught by Wolves. Touchdown, Penn State. And they cut into the lead. That was what you call heaving a prayer. And the prayer was answered for Penn State. They cut the lead back down to 7. And now they need to stop.
Nice kick, plenty of distance.
Brown will return it for Kentucky. Looking for blockers. He doesn't get any in his tackle at the 20.
Close game here, and up and down the field with both these offenses matching what the others do.
Well, it's fun to watch each offense get an opportunity to go out and make plays. And you're right, you almost feel as if one offense feels challenged and has to be able to bounce back, and they've done that.
Pretty good looking touchdown drive the last time these guys were out there.
Levis back to pass, going to fire down the field. It's got Crowdus behind the defense, catches it at the 30-yard line. 50 yards and another first down for Kentucky.
It's first down and 10 now after picking up some great yardage through the air. Kentucky up 7 points.
Levis rolling out, going to throw it away. Great play by the Penn State safety. 2nd and 10 for Kentucky.
I think they got in with some happy feet. He appears to be a bit rattled.
Handoff right. No, it's a keeper by Levis. And he gets sent down for a 5-yard rush. 3rd and 5 for Kentucky.
3rd and 5. Ball on the 25-yard line.
You are indeed late, Blake. I was dunking on 8th graders. Levis back to pass, fires in the end zone. It is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they retake a 2-score lead.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. It might be smart for these guys to kick away from that dangerous return man.
It's going out of bounds. Kentucky will get the ball, or Penn State will get the ball at the 40-yard line.
Seems like kicking off should not be such a hard thing to do. We really do see this happen a lot.
Their last drive ended with a touchdown. Let's see what happens on this possession.
I love the
Clifford back to pass, fires to the swing route to Singleton. He tries a back juke and only gets 8. 2nd and 2 for Penn State.
What a throw for a big gain.
That is a great example of the quarterback seeing the whole field and finding the guy who had the best chance of making a catch.
Clifford back to pass, fires to the outright of Lambert Smith, who gets 6. Another first down for Penn State. Clifford back to pass again, rolling out right side, getting chased by Silver, going to throw it away as getting sacked. 2nd and 10 for Penn State.
Anybody can throw a great pass while getting drilled like that.
From the 47-yard line. 2nd down.
Clifford back to pass, going to roll out right side, getting chased immediately. Has to throw it away again. No blocking the left side of the line. Shut up, Wilson. My God. You should have heard it earlier. You weren't here. You weren't here earlier, so that's on you. Play or a handoff to Singleton. He only gets 2. 4th and 8 for Penn State. They have to go for it. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Penn State with a decision to make.
Lead it by 2 touchdowns.
Fourth and 8 for Penn State. They got to go. Ball at the 45-yard line. Not converting here is probably the game.
All by himself in the backfield with 5 wideouts.
Clifford with a pump fake throw, fires over the middle to Wallace, who gets the first down. And Penn State continues the drive. Ball at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 Penn State, looking to cut it back to 7.
They're backed into a corner, but that's when a team performs their best.
It's going to be a keeper by Clifford. Spin moves, he breaks a tackle, only gets up to the around the 27. 2nd and 5 for Penn State.
5 yards on that option keeper. They'll spread the field with 5 wide.
Clifford back to pass, rolling out right side, looking down the field. He's going to just take off and run with it. Gets the first down and slides for a first down. Gets around 7. 1st and 10 Penn State. Handoff, Clifford runs into his own man and loses a yard. 2nd and 11 for Penn State. Clifford is very tired, so solid chance his next pass is not going where Coach Ward wants it to go.
They come out in an empty backfield. Kentucky's going to take their
And
first
Kentucky
time.
burnt a timeout. That will allow Clifford to regain stamina, and guess he doesn't have to worry about throwing an inaccurate pass now.
We got a 2nd and 11. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Clifford back to pass again. He's going to get sacked. No, he's not. Throws it away at the last second. 3rd and 11 for Penn State.
The coverage. He got away with one right there. He's very fortunate. Next time he should just throw it away out of bounds.
Here's the 11th play of the drive.
Penn State's goal is probably just get half of it here to make a reasonable 4th down conversion. 3rd and 11, 5 minutes to go. Clifford back to pass. Fires in the end zone to Wallace. It is dropped after 3 people touch it. Penn State had an out route coming open that probably would have been a first down, but chose to go for the touchdown, and now back with a do or die situation here. 4th and 11 at the 20-yard line. Clifford back to pass, going to roll out and throws it into the end zone. It is dropped, and Kentucky will get the ball back. Down 14.
Both teams are well aware that a score on defense has really got to step it up and make a stop.
First and 10 Kentucky, handoff. Rodriguez, right side, loses 4. 2nd and 14 for Kentucky. You say that, but we all know Mason's not settling here. He wants more points. It's just in his blood. 2nd and 14 for Kentucky. Reasonable people will be riding the ball here, even though you lose 4 yards. Brown in motion is going to be a pass. Levis fires over the middle to Brown, who catches it and gets 11. 3rd and 3 for Kentucky. It's going to be a play action pass. Levis rolling out and will get the first down.
Around the 34-yard line.
Very effective play calling in a third down situation. It's plays like that you need to win ball games. Convert on third down.
From their own 34-yard line. First down. He's tackled around the 42-yard line.
Levis with a QB keeper and gets enough for a first down, 6 yards.
From their own 49-yard line. It's first down.
3 minutes to go for a second straight EAC title for Kentucky. Hand off to Rodriguez, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, spins up for a 7-yard gain as we approach under 3 minutes to go in Baltimore.
Less than 3 minutes in the game.
Play action pass, Levis rolling out. He's going to just take off and no, he's going to fire in the end zone for a touchdown, and Kentucky takes a 3-score lead. Now it's probably over.
And he hits the PAT. So that's a 7-play, 77-yard drive, and that's good for a touchdown. Kentucky kick this one off. That kickoff wasn't very good. Here's the call.
Free kick out of bounds. You know, the kicker has one job. Kick it downfield and keep it in bounds. This kind of stuff just drives me crazy.
Both squads are digging in now. Let's see what happens on this next drive.
Different fires behind the defense is caught by Wallace to the 25. First and 10 for Penn State. I'm sure Clay would love to see a touchdown by Penn State right here. That's what he's rooting for. Strange will get it. Makes him miss up to the 10. First and 10 for Penn State.
The offense gets set as they attempt to put an end to these red zone blues.
Clifford back to pass, going to roll out, throws it away.
This one away. From the 10-yard line.
No,
Second down.
Clay bet a spread of minus 14.5, so a touchdown wouldn't cover. Clifford back to pass, going to roll out and fire. It is dropped by Wallace.
So the execution here is very good by the offense. The quarterback did a nice job of reading the defense, put the ball in a position to be able to make the catch. The problem is the wide receiver did not focus and concentrate and hold on to the ball.
3rd and 10 for Kentucky. Or for Penn State, excuse me. Clifford back to pass. Fires in the end zone, touchdown, Penn State. And the cover is over for Kentucky. 49-34.
And he adds the extra point. So that's a 5-play, 59-yard drive. And the result, 7 points.
Brad, I love these kind of drives. They're old school, grind it out and earn the yards and just rip the heart right out of that defense.
Barney with the onside kick recovered by Lewis. Lewis gets outside. He's at the 40. He's pushing him out on the 41.
When it was thrown, let's find out.
We got a clipping call. That's going to back him up at least 15.
That one will put the offense in a hole, and they'll try to get some of that back on this upcoming play. And as the defense comes back out, you
Can Penn State get a stop? Haven't gotten one all game. Or a handoff, and Rodriguez doesn't get anything. 2nd and 10 for Kentucky.
Second down, 10 to go. All on their own 40.
Play action pass, Levis. Rolling out. Now runs backwards, going to throw it away. 3rd and 10 for Kentucky. Can Juan get off the field on 3rd down? You see they're 8 for 9. The only time they failed was the field goal. Levis back to pass. Going to fire deep. It is going to be caught by Brown for a 1st down. Wide is going to lose his.
So let's see how the defense responds now. It's 1st down and 10.
Levis going to fire in the end zone for Lewis, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 for Penn State. He steps out of bounds. Clay is losing his mind over there.
You want to try to rub it into your opponent's face, but here they're stopping the clock and giving the other team a chance to get the ball back.
Levis back to pass. Fires Rodriguez in the flat. He breaks a tackle up to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, Kentucky. And they want points. They know the spread. Handed off Rodriguez. He will fight his way into the end zone. Touchdown. Kentucky, and they retake a 3-score lead, and the spread is covered of minus 14.5. Clay put his bet down at minus 14, so that was his spread. Oh my gosh, they're letting Penn State return it. He's already returned 2. Yes, I agree, Mason. Or Blake, I'm sorry.
Brad, this is my kind of game. I love seeing this kind of production and the way these quarterbacks are playing. Both teams are challenging both of these defenses.
47 seconds before the playoffs, both these teams. Fires down the field. It's caught by Washington at midfield, and it's tackled around the 47. Penn State has something to say about that spread.
Under a minute left in the game.
Clifford's back to pass. Going to fire in the middle to Strange. Spins up to the 30. His tackle there. Clay's getting a little nervous over there. 33 seconds left to go. Clifford's back to pass. Going to wait for something to come open. Nothing's coming open. X finally does, and it's thrown incomplete.
Brad, I just think this quarterback's got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
Delivered back to pass again. Going to run around, fires to his Lambert Smith up to the 11-yard line, 1st and 10. Penn State.
This comes down to the timing between the quarterback and the receiver, and the result, again, a nice play for the offense.
Clifford back to pass again. Going to roll out right side, looking for something down the field. Going to fire in the end zone as Lambert Smith catches it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. They cut it to 2 scores with 9 seconds to go.
And he tacks on the extra point. A 5-play, 81-yard drive, and a touchdown as a result.
You know, when you can throw the football as well as these guys can, you don't necessarily always have to have a balanced attack because you're so proficient.
Robinson with the recovery, and he's tackled.
What a game it's been for this quarterback, Kirk.
Well, he's putting up
Guaranteed. Oh, Mason's going to knee it out. That will do it from Baltimore. Kentucky defends its EAC title, beating Penn State 56-42, moving to 10-1. Penn State falls to 9-2. Both these teams will be in the playoffs, just because there's no way Penn State will not be in the playoffs. Kentucky locks himself in the Piata bid. But yeah, we will see where they will be seated. Again, do not look at the rankings and have any interpretation of what you think the selection show is going to be, because it's not even close. It has changed a lot because of games that we're missing. So, yeah. But, yeah, final score, Penn State 42, Kentucky 56. Season 8 or Season 7 EAC champion is the Kentucky